So today, I'm talking to you about how you can achieve your goals and also how you can get access to my brand new program, the 7-Day Kickstart Transformation. It's going to be absolutely phenomenal if that's something that you want in our life. And of course we want to transform. Of course we want to kickstart our life into where we want it to be. So I'm sure every one of you, if you have a desire to make a change, you will enjoy that. But as I said, in fact, I'll talk more about the Kickstart transformation at the end of this, because you might be able to want to take this information into the Kickstart program. That's going to be really of value to you. It's all free after all. So, how to achieve goals and to get exactly what you want. Now, many of you might have the desire to achieve a certain goal. So it could be in your health, it could be in your relationships, it could be in your career, it could be in your finances, it could be anywhere. No matter how big or how small, it's very, very important to get clear on a few things. And that's what I'm going to be sharing with you on this podcast, this video, so you can get exactly what you need. So the one thing where most people go wrong in terms of achieving their dreams is they're so general it's unreal. Now it's understandably why we're general, so let me give you an example. Someone might say, or you might say for that matter, Joseph, I want more money. Or Joseph, I want to be happier. Joseph, I want a new relationship. Joseph, I want to lose some weight. Now on the surface, that seems great. That seems like, yeah, they're good things. Getting more money, getting a new relationship, losing some weight, getting happier. But it's so confusing to your unconscious mind. Well, it's not even confusing to your unconscious mind, you're just sending confusing messages and signals. So let me break that down for you. If you want more money, and that was your prime goal in every way, one day you could be walking down the street, you might find a pound, a dollar, or a euro, and guess what? You've now achieved your goal of having more money. Maybe for that one who wants to be happier, they could watch maybe a comedy movie which makes them happy, therefore they've achieved their goal in life of just being happy. For the person who wanted to lose weight, one day they might just lose that 1 pound or that 1 kilogram, and they've achieved their goals. Completion, nothing else to do. For that person who wants a new relationship, they might get a new relationship, but it might be the worst one they've ever had. So by being very general in your goals, you're not going to really achieve the type of goal that you really want. That is so important. So before you say to your unconscious mind, to the world, the universe, whatever there is, you have to be clear on specifically what do you want. I want X amount of money by the end of August. Or by the end of a year, I'm going to get that wage increase. And you get specific on the type of monetary number that you want. Same thing for relationship. You go, well, Joseph, I want, rather just a new relationship now, I want that relationship which contains the most amazing connection. That where we just have this, we're so aligned in every way. We have the same type of funny personality. We have the same type of hobbies. I want them to have a higher value for health. See, now, rather a new relationship, you've narrowed it down to far more a specific way. When your unconscious mind gets that, it knows what you're looking for. Same thing for losing weight. Get specific on the type of or the amount of weight you would like to lose by a certain time. Now, what other one did I have? We said money, relationships. Maybe I'll cover them all there, who knows. But you know what I mean, we got to get very specific in what we want, otherwise your unconscious mind will just go for that vague thing that you've actually asked for. So you have to get that, you got to specify exactly what you want, to the finest detail if possible. Now, one thing I say about goals is that sometimes you will not know what is good for you. You may not know what is good for you. You might say, well, Joseph, that $10,000 by the end of August would be amazing. So that's going to be my goal. But maybe 20,000 might be coming your way, but you've been so focused on the 10, whereas you miss that extra 10. Or you might be so specific on some quality that you want in a relationship or a career where you're actually missing out on something potentially even better. So how can we be very specific while still having the freedom to get something more than just what you've specified? And it's really simple. You get incredibly clear on what you want, and you say this magic, wonderful phrase to your unconscious mind. I want this or something better. That means you're very focused on what you want, but you're also open to what else might come your way, which might be even more amazing than you could ever imagine. As I said, sometimes you might think what you want is what you want, but there could be something far more powerful than that. So ask that magic question, I want this or something better. We have to get that clarity in our communication to the unconscious mind. Because if you consider your evaluations is what your unconscious mind's going to receive. So if you're evaluating and perceiving your goal in a very general way, your unconscious mind will receive it that way too. But if you get very specific and also ask that question, this or something better, you're getting your unconscious mind to get exactly that and also look out for something even better as well. That is the best of both worlds. So if you want to be able to achieve a certain goal, maybe when you listen to the free Kickstart transformation course and you have a goal in your mind, have that also in your mind. Because on the free Kickstart transformation, you will experience a huge shift. But that huge shift will also be dependent on your intention, your goals from listening and watching that. So I want you to be able to utilize that information. And what I really like about this or something better, you're being aware that there's something even better out there. Isn't it a great way to think that whatever I am, I'm even more than that? Or maybe whatever goal I really want, I'm also open to something even better than that. That is a real gratitude and thankful mindset to have. It really makes you feel as if you're more open to something very magical in your life. The other aspect is this. Sometimes you might be so specific on a goal, you might negate any negatives attached to that goal. Now you might be saying again, Joseph, but now I'm very specific. Of course that's all we need, this or something better. But I want you to be clear on the drawbacks. Even if you don't think there are any drawbacks. For some people who would maybe want, let's go for, one good example I usually use is to be a celebrity. Someone's goal or dream is maybe to be a celebrity or a famous singer or an actor, which is great dreams to have, just to be doing your passion of singing and acting, and that is really good on the surface. But what might you lose by achieving that goal of being that most famous, amazing singer or actor or actress? Well, you might lose your privacy. You might lose your friends. You might gain friends which aren't really your friends. You might be taken advantage of. Now, it's okay, because every goal that you have, there will be a sense of a drawback in some way. Now, the goal of being, doing what they love as a singer and getting out there in the world might be amazingly brilliant, and you think, yeah, that is exactly what I want. But if your unconscious mind feels you're not aware of that potential downfall or that negative drawback, it will begin to not really work on your behalf as hard and profound as it could be. So how do we get over that? Well, we become aware and conscious of any pitfalls. We become conscious of what might happen in the negative. And what I really like to do personally is, if you're struggling, really act as if. Look through the eyes of having achieved that goal. And as you look through your own eyes, having achieved that desire, that dream, that goal, notice what might be missing, which you previously had, or what you might be experiencing because of this new goal, which doesn't feel great. It doesn't feel like it's the most amazing thing in the world. Not a problem, by the way. That's okay, it's not a problem. But once you become conscious of any drawbacks or any pitfalls, you're now saying to your unconscious mind, I want this goal, I want this dream, and do you know what? I'm okay with losing some privacy because I'm going to get privacy in this way. Or I'm okay of maybe attracting friends who aren't my friends, I just want my money because this is my plan how to deal with that situation. So once you start to become aware of any pitfalls, you are then coming up with a plan for them. So that means your unconscious mind, as its intention is to keep you safe, thinks, yeah, you're being safe. I get this. I'm going to really help you get that. So we've learned so far that you must never be totally general when it comes to your goals. You have to be specific, but also be open to something better than that. So you ask that magic question of this or something better. And I say question because it's opening up to other new possibilities. And then to really let go of any drawbacks by being conscious of them, so your unconscious mind will support you on this mission. Now, a few more things about achieving goals. How can we really get ourselves even more magnetized to that? Well, I'm actually going to share how to do that in the free 7-day Kickstart transformation. But to put it in this small audio right now, you can get the extended cut in the Kickstart. But what I do is I go down that acting as if mindset again. Remember what I just said? Look through the eyes of the you've become having achieved your goal. You are aware of the potential pitfalls, but now be aware of how you feel having achieved it. What emotion would you be feeling most? Maybe peace, maybe contentment, maybe achievement, maybe your passion. That's the word I was looking for, your passion. Now, your job is to instigate that feeling more often than not. The feeling which is most attached to your goal. You see, I already believe whatever you want wants you too. But we're usually completely mismatched to the same frequency or the energy of that thing. Those people who crave money can be craving it from a place of scarcity, fear, and doubt and worry over money. So you're actually misaligned with money itself. Those people who really want that perfect relationship are usually running by the same energy that they've had in their previous relationships, which haven't worked out, and maybe they weren't that great for you. So we can see that energetic imprint we're bringing into our goal might be defeating the goal itself. So when I say go and look through the eyes of having achieved that goal and notice the amount of feeling that you'll be having, the most consistent amount, like I said, pleasure, passion, enjoyment, fun, it could be anything. Your job is to feel that as much as possible throughout the day. Because when you're operating from that frequency, that emotion, that energy in motion, you are then aligning yourself up with that goal. You're not mismatched anymore. You're absolutely aligned. And especially with everything else I've said. Now, finally, the thing I like you to do when it comes to achieving your dreams and your goals and your mission and your vision is to take action. You could be dreaming all these wonderful goals. You might be acting as if, you might be so clear on your goals, very specific and asking this or something better. But if you're not doing anything about it, you're not going to get anywhere. It's not what life gives to us, it's what we bring to life. So what are we bringing to the table? What are we doing to make that change? Now, for some of you, you might be going, well, Joseph, I just listened to your audios and that's it. That's not just it. That's not how it works. You have to do something externally too. Sure, you might want further coaching, maybe by me personally. That is something which people in Mind Mastery do. They get to ask me questions, I advise them, I give them all the things that they need to start to make that real profound process 100 times quicker than they ever would. Because we're training up them to get their unconscious and conscious mind totally aligned. And that's where transformation happens. But there's other things that you can do as well. Anything which is going to lead you closer to that goal. So it's not about just the education that you're getting. And I actually said this in the last video about understanding and realization. So people think, yeah, I understand NLP, coaching, hypnosis. I understand what that Joseph's saying. But do you realize it? Because you can understand and do nothing. That's what many people do. They understand the theory, but they never carry it through. I know people in other businesses who train up people in sales, and they've worked with lots of crazy big companies, and they give them the specific step-by-step to increase sales. And then, even though that salesperson has the steps, they go back to what they were always doing, and they're getting the same old results they always had. But those who actually put everything to one side, maybe utilize what they've learned in the past, but took on this new strategy, 10 times their sales. So the difference is not about just understanding what I'm telling you. It's not about just, yeah, I get that, Joseph. That's simple. That's easy. Well, we can't really say that if we haven't achieved our dreams or goals. That's just being honest. Because we have to be able to realize it. Realization is giving life to it. It's about bringing it into your reality. It's about realizing at a deep unconscious level that you are worthy and good enough. Now, of course, that can take time. Sometimes you need the right components or the right advice, the strategies to make that happen. Just like that sales guy who would go into businesses. But even still, if it's something where you do not want to work with me personally, where I get to personally coach you, or you're another coach, or all the podcasts I give out and all those things, you have to also realize your dream by acting upon that dream. You have to take that inspired action. You have to have that sense of belonging going in the right direction. That's what I really believe in. I surround myself with people who have the answers that I'm craving for, or that those people are on the same mission as me, so they have the same types of dreams and goals. Because I figured, if someone has the answers, if someone has that, wouldn't it be better to just ask them questions, hang around with them, and be able to get the inside information rather than going alone? It would be better to surround myself with someone or a group of people where I sense that sense of belonging, that we're on the same mission. That means I get support, we're learning from each other. See, that's realizing that something has to go, that something has to change. So you might realize that maybe you want to be able to surround yourself with better people. Doesn't mean we have to let go of other people, but we can also bring new people into our circle, which will help us. It might mean asking questions to those who have succeeded. If you want to be let's think, if you want to get good at sales, you might as well hang around with good salespeople. If you want to be able to get good at tennis, I wouldn't really suggest hanging around with a runner. I'd probably suggest hanging around with someone who's good at tennis. So you have to have all the things that I've said, not just understand it, because it makes sense. It really does. If you do what I say, it'll work. But the realization is actually carrying that through into where you need to be and need to go. You see, I want to be able to support you in every way. And that is why I've created, I don't even know how many audios and videos now, but I think we're probably at like 250, 300 plus in audio and video form, and lots of, individually at least 300 audios and videos. And then I have things on my app as well, which you can purchase for a small amount of of money. But we have to be able to get that information and act upon it. You have to surround yourself with those who can help you, those who can take that advice, and you have to, if someone gives you advice, by the way, act upon it. Try it out. See what happens. That is going from understanding to realization. Realization is where the magic actually happens, because you're feeling a sense of congruency in your conscious and unconscious mind. And as I said, be very specific. Don't be general, because if you're being very vague, you're going to get vague results. If you're going to be specific, you're going to get specific results. If you ask yourself this or something better, it means you're not locking yourself down. You're actually going for more than potentially just that goal. You're open to the idea there's something even more important out there, or even better for you. What a great way to live, just thinking, I want this or something better. It just means you're open to so much more. And then also to be at peace with any of those drawbacks that I mentioned. And then acting as if, tuning into that signal of what you want, that emotional feeling that you want to give off most of the days, because that means you're aligned to it. And then finally, as I just said, not just to understand, but to realize by taking specific steps towards your goal. Not the small ones. I mean, small ones are great, by the way, if they're good ones, but not those ones which are kind of weak in their steps. I want you to take strides forward. I want you to power walk. You don't have to jump, you don't have to leap. You can just put your energy into it and make things happen. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. Those who are in Mind Mastery, go ahead and check your email. You've got the login information to the free Kickstart Transformation course. 7 days where I get to speak to you in video form every day to get you to achieve your goals and dreams. You're going to absolutely get exactly what you want from that program. For those who want this, who aren't a part of Mind Mastery yet, if you go ahead and look at josephclough.info/kickstart, you can sign up to the waiting list. Now, I'm planning to send it out this weekend, okay? This Saturday, I am going to be sending out how you can get the kick-ass, the kickstart as well, the kick-ass and the kickstart transformation. That is how you're going to get access to it, okay? It's a waiting list though. So if you're really eager, you can actually go ahead, sign up for it, and on Saturday, you'll get it. If you haven't signed up, then the chances are you might have to wait another week or so, because I'm just doing this in a very comfortable form. It's completely for free. It's a pay it forward system where I'm going to help you to get where you want to be. So once again, that's josephclough.info/kickstart. That's all one word. So I really look forward to speaking to you again, guys. I hope you're enjoying my work, and always realize that you're worthy and good enough. And let's go ahead and make things happen.